Hi everyone, this is Alex and James from ADHD Adult UK, and I'm going to be asking James a little bit today about his diagnosis. James, how did you get diagnosed with ADHD?
Well, as you probably remember, Alex, you phoned me about 5 years ago and said, I've got ADHD and you're more ADHD than I am.
I have, which is completely inappropriate to diagnose other people, by the way. We're friends.
Yeah, which we now know is something you shouldn't do. You should never compare. But that was the first indication I had that I had ADHD. And at the time, I thought, I'm actually in a good place internally and externally. I was progressing throughout my career. Obviously, I was just amazing at everything I did. And I thought, I don't need to change anything. Then after COVID started and I had to work from home and my workload increased and I was stuck in the same four walls all of the time, I really started to struggle, genuinely started to struggle with mood and with inability to focus on work. And it was that point really around November 2020 where I had a lot of suicidal thoughts. I was in a very kind of intermittent deep depression. I thought I needed some help, and I actually spoke to you at the time about it.
Boring.
It was boring. It was very dull, wasn't it?
No, it was horrible. Sorry,
yeah.
Jim. So tell me, how did it feel to actually get a diagnosis? How did that make you feel?
It was massively important. So I actually, unlike you, I went down the private route, and I'm very lucky that I was helped with funding from my mum. I'm a 46-year-old man whose mum helps pay for things. I went private, and I got a relatively quick diagnosis in a couple of weeks, really. It's taken a long time to get drugs, but a couple of weeks diagnosis, and it massively helped. Even from the point of being told, yes, you have ADHD, I could start to rationalize the things that I did, the behaviors that I got, and then having support from you. I hate saying this, having support from you and being coached by you was then massively important.
Thank you. That's really insightful. We will talk about other people's diagnosis in the next video. Bye all.